Pisces. It's Sunny from Sunny Glow LLC, and I'm here with your February 2018 reading. Happy birthday to my warriors who are celebrating their birthday this month. And thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much for all your support. And also happy birthday to Temperance Star and Michael Hendricks. Hope you guys' birthday is awesome and full of love and cake and ice cream and all that good jazz. You guys, I am sorry for doing y'all's video late. I do ask you pray for me during this time. That would really mean a lot to me. I'm doing something that I used to do a while back, and that is the 2 most viewed videos will receive a longer video that will be over 15 minutes. You guys did win, so you guys are going to receive an extended reading. So thank you guys for the support. I really mean a lot to me. It really means a lot to me, I meant to say. But let's get into y'all's rating. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Some of you guys, you may have dreams of dead fish. Dead fish may represent a stillborn, miscarriage, missing a dead child, or missing a close relationship to a particular child. You may have missed opportunities due to your scared nature. Or you have outgrown a particular religious thought. I am getting this energy that you guys are breaking the mold during this time, and you aren't the same. Your situation isn't the same, or someone that you're dealing with isn't the same, and now it's time for you to treat that particular thing that has changed differently. But I'm seeing that it's kind of like a hard thing for you to do, because you are viewing it the way that it was. And I do see where this is causing a lot of backlash. It's causing a lot of tension for you and or this person to really reach its full potential. If you have outgrown yourself and you're still, treating yourself how you would in the past, as in you're missing opportunities because you feel like you aren't good enough, you aren't taking charge of your future, but deep down inside of you, you are telling yourself, hey, you got it, you can make it, you've grown so much, like it's going to be okay, like just spread your wings, but you aren't listening to it because you're scared. That is something that is going to hurt you to the core if you don't listen to it. Because I do see where you will miss some opportunities because of this scared nature. Because I feel like, let me stop there. I feel like a part of you is ready for change, but you don't want to let yourself down. Because you've trusted someone, and maybe even you trusted, yourself, that this particular situation will be okay, or this particular person will be okay, and maybe within the past it let you down, and you gave yourself a hard time. Why did I accept this? Why did I deal with this for so long? Why did I accept this person? I'm better than that. You ask yourself those questions, and it hurts you. It really hurts you to go through that. And I understand why you guys feel this way, but honey, it's a new day, it's a new cut, it's a new color, and you are going to have to just move along. If you experience it again, so be it. We go through mistakes, we go through mishaps, we go through shit that we been through from the past. Maybe you had another lesson to learn from that. It's okay, but don't cut yourself short by not experiencing something that your soul wanted you to experience. So you guys are really going to have to do what your soul is calling for you to do. I do see where many of you, you're going on a big discovery trip where you're learning more about yourself, you're learning more about your surroundings, or you're learning more about different people, different places, different different subjects, and it may be a lot to take in, true, but I feel like you're excited about it, like you're happy about it. But here we go again with this fear, not really knowing what to do with it, not wanting to be afraid and discouraged. Again, it's okay, it happens. You guys are getting a very similar message to the Virgos, and that's really interesting because I did their reading a couple of days ago and they won the most viewed video thing as well. So if you can, watch the Virgo video, or you may have Virgo within your chart, or you may be dealing with a Virgo. But you know, if you are dealing with someone who was sucky in the past and they're trying to change, this person is in your life for a reason. There is karmic ties to this person. You know, whether this person change full-heartedly and, you know, they make you happy for the rest of your life, so be it, that's awesome. But if this person kind of goes into relapse, or, you know, they go back to their old ways, you know, it's unfortunate as well. But you are going to have to listen to that song, Listen to Your Heart. It's playing in my head. You're going to have to listen to your heart. If your heart isn't over what this person has done, let them know. Be honest with them. Be honest with yourself and say, hey, I can't go through this, you know, or I need time to heal. That's okay to take time out to heal. If that person can't accept that, then they're too impatient for you anyway. I do see where some of you guys, you may have a particular court issue with someone. Whether this is someone who has made a really big impression upon your life, or just someone who you met and some shit happened and now you got to deal with the consequences. I'm picking up that you're going to be favored within this situation, or things will be okay for you. I feel like this is for a good 70% of my people. However, I do see where 30 to 38% access denied. If you were the one doing wrong, I'm picking up wrongdoing. So, and you know, if you haven't been honest with yourself, or honest with the, not honest with yourself, sorry, if you haven't been honest about a court or legal document, or a court hearing, then you're gonna be to blame. You're gonna kind of put your own foot in your mouth. I do see where some of you guys, there may be an interest in cowgirl or cowboy boots, or you may meet a cowgirl or a cowboy who's interested in you, and vice versa. Y'all, I'm sorry, I keep looking out my damn window because I keep seeing lights and it's like just calling me to just look out the window. So to me, windows represents opportunities. They represent outside the box, what's outside from you. So some of y'all, there may be talks of moving, whether it's, you know, and I know in Aquarius is who is moving, so it's kind of funny, or someone wanting to move, you know, maybe outside of your bracket, outside of the city, outside of the state, outside of the country. I'm picking up green light. There's a green light to do that, but kind of hazard, you know, green light, but just slow down. Don't create a lot of expectations for this new movement, okay, because it can kind of blow up in your face if you know, do what you gotta do, but you don't think through. You don't think about like your next move. Don't settle, you know, don't just listen to what other people are saying. Don't fall for the first person you meet in that state or town. Kind of play it cool. And I'm sorry if, you know, that sounded confusing. It's like I keep getting pulled in this dimension and I feel funny about it. Some of you guys may have a dream about an old man, an old creepy man, who's trying to talk you into going somewhere. Or he's like, hey, let me get a ride, you know, I need a ride. If you are driving and you see an old man in the road and he's like, hey, let me get a ride, or if you're walking and this man is like, hey, you need a ride, don't accept it. Especially if his nose is like, he has like a pointy nose and long skinny fingers. This man may be within the age of 40 to 60, even though he's an older gentleman, maybe even 70. Even though he's an older gentleman, I feel like he's strong and healthy for his age. There's something about him that's really rubbing me the wrong way. Some of you guys, you may learn the history of your property or your work environment. I feel like there was a man, an older man, he's in English. Either he's in England or he came from England. I'm picking up either Jack or Jake. But he killed women and children and he molested them, unfortunately. He may have red hair or he liked red-haired people. I'm picking up there's an artifact of him. I'm sorry my readings are jumpy, but it's like as soon as I connected with that one spirit, it was like other spirits tried to come through, other energies tried to come through. So that man, I'm moving on from that man. Now I'm moving on to something else. Some of you, your home may be haunted by a male entity, especially if you notice a lot of dragonflies around or in your home within spring and summertime. I love dragonflies, excuse me. I do love fries too, child, but I love dragonflies. Damn, I keep saying fries. I want some fries, y'all. But I do love dragonflies for the third time. But I feel like with these dragonfly message, it's going to be a nuisance. Like, it's too much of them. It's too many of them. I cannot talk right, y'all. And I feel like it's the energy of this man, this toxic, negative man. He was a slave owner, and he hung slaves on a particular tree, a very big, like big trunk, very tall tree. If you hear rattling in your home or you smell smoke, something about, I feel like I'm connecting, even though I'm talking, it sounds like I'm talking about one particular man. I feel like it's connected to other homes. So this may be like the same energy, just different people. But going back, if you hear rattling and you smell smoke, this is a man, and it's tied into slavery, owning slaves. Some of you guys, you may find out your property's history, and you may discover some disturbing things about that. I do see some of you, there may be some issues in regards to your smoke detector or fire alarm. There may be a fire breakout for some, whether it's within your home, it's outside, it's your car, or somebody else's property. Let's see what's going on. Give me 10 cards. Give me 10 cards for Aquarius. What's going on for my Aquarius for February 2018? What's going on for them? Okay. All right. Okay. But I want to talk about this first. And it's kind of funny because I did say this in the beginning of the reading. Either some of you feel as if you don't have the experience, or you're afraid of experiencing something, or someone is rejecting you because they feel as if you don't have the experience. And I feel like it hurts. You know, it hurts to hear someone say, oh, you aren't qualified for this, or you aren't good enough for me, or you aren't my type. Or you feel as if someone is rejecting you through their actions. This person, I just want to say this, they may be a Scorpio. And it may not be rejection into relationship. They may be rejecting you from a favor. They may be rejecting you from their responsibilities. And you're tired of having to deal with this individual, or having to deal with their residual energy. There's something that you definitely need to walk away from. But you really don't know how to. And I feel like it may be a relationship, it may be a job, but what I feel the most is you need to walk away from having pity for someone, giving someone the benefit of the doubt, giving someone clues, giving someone help, you know, as to what they need to do for you, how they need to do this for you. Because I feel like this person is really taking you for granted. This person, I feel like they have someone else, so they may be in a relationship to someone else, but it's kind of like they come back into your life when it's beneficial to them. And I feel like, you know, you guys kind of take them back, or you listen to what they have to say, or you talk to them. But what are you getting out of it? Yes, you know, you may hear this person's problems and it may kind of give you some sort of joy, because you're like, yeah, they're suffering, you know, they did me wrong, they're suffering, yay, you know. But at the same time, it's just like you're taking on this person's karmic baggage. So what are you really gaining from this? It seems, you know, kind of like you guys are suffering from the situation. I am picking up that during this time you are going to have to console someone who is going through a rough time. It may be a mate, it may be a friend, it may be your child, or someone who has a child. I feel like you're consoling someone who has an issue with a child, or once again, it may be your child. But it's hurting you to see this person suffer, because you don't really know what to do. You know, even though this person trusts you enough, you know, to tell you, hey, I'm hurt, I'm scared, it's really affecting you, because I feel like you love this person. I don't feel like this is a person who you're happy that they're suffering. Like you aren't happy that this person who you really care about is suffering. Not the person who comes within your life when it benefits them. Not that. I'm picking up two different situations, and I'm sorry if that seems kind of jumpy. And I feel like you are going to try your best to help this person who genuinely cares about you. But there's not really much you can do, to be honest, because it seems as if this person has to go through their own trials and tribulations. Yes, you can be a good supporter. You can. But once again, there's so much you can do. I am seeing where some of you are having a hard time with either getting out of a relationship, getting out of a marriage. Some of you guys may be going through the divorce process, or you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to sign the papers. You're dealing with someone who still wants to be in a relationship with you, but you aren't really happy. And it's, once again, it's kind of like you're giving this person the benefit of the doubt because you know that they aren't going, and you're dealing with it, you know, subconsciously, just to make them happy, but you aren't really happy in this relationship. There is a karmic connection between you and this person, but it's like, you guys, I don't feel comfortable saying you guys are opposite, because there are some similarities there, but it's kind of like the thing that differs you and this person is your spiritual journey. Maybe you are a believer in a particular God and this person isn't. You know, maybe this person has a hard time believing in blessings, believing in praying, and that's something that you've been raised doing, or vice versa. And it's like mentally, you know, you guys really can't get on the same page, and it hurts. Or you feel like this person doesn't really support you. They aren't really helpful the way that you are helpful to them. And it really makes you lose your mind, to be honest with you, and it makes you angry, and you explode on this person, and from the outside looking in, you appear to be the bad guy because you're exploding on this person. You know, you're going crazy, but it's only because you've held so much in and you're putting it out in the wrong moment, and that other person appears to be the victim while you appear to be the aggressor. And I mean, I know that happens at times, you know, when you can only hold in so much, and you know, when you reach your breaking point, you reach your breaking point. But you know, I'm just seeing how, unfortunately, other people, if there is an audience, or if someone else besides you and this particular person knows what's going on, they're going to view you as the bad guy. They're going to view you, you know, as once again the aggressor, you know, the person who's abusive. You know, and that's kind of just unfortunate, to be honest with you. Or you have dealt with this situation, you know, where, you know, somebody came to you and they're like, hey, I don't like the way you're treating so and so. You know, they're telling me that you complain and that you're beating up on them or you're fussing at them all the time, and you're kind of like, what? So yeah, with that being said, I do see where some of you guys may be taken back by particular messages that comes from other people, or maybe even messages from your dreams. There's going to be some hard messages coming through, and y'all are going to have to deal with them. You're going to have to listen to them. You're going to have to accept them, because that's the truth that you have been looking for. A lot of times when we ask God or people for the truth, and when they give it to us, you know, we don't want to believe it. We don't, especially if it isn't good. No, right now I'm just seeing where you guys are definitely going to have to deal with that, because the truth is going to be in your face, whether it's about a particular person, it's about a job, it's about your home, it's about, you know, your land, you know, it's about family, it's about future goals. Whatever the case may be, the truth is going to come out. Or maybe even about yourself, you know, the truth is going to come out. You're going to have to listen to it. I do sense how it's like things are, you know, they're getting better, they're getting better, they're getting better, but it isn't the way that you want it to be. You know, things are just moving too slow. And I do see where some of you guys, you may take matters in your own hands instead of going with the flow, and you may kind of disturb the process. and it can kind of fuck you up, to be honest. So if things are, you know, going slow, ask God, why is it going slow? What do I need to learn? You know, what can I accomplish from this gradual pace, from this gradual improvement? Like, what can I learn? Like, don't get upset by it. You know, don't try to, you know, make things move faster, because you are going to miss out on an important opportunity and or an important project. Because I'm seeing where there's a particular big move that is, yes, once again, you're getting the green light, but right now, just kind of slow it down is what I'm seeing. I'm also picking up where some of you guys, you may have dreams of trains. To me, trains represents movement, needing to explore, understanding your roots, understanding, you know, those who were here before you. I do see where some of you want to, you know, find out about your family tree. And some of you guys, you may even dream of your ancestors, whether you know it or not. I do see where there's disappointment with money. Money isn't coming in fast enough, and you know, you feel as if you aren't appreciated. You're seeing other people grow, you're seeing other people happy, and you know, it's kind of like, what the hell? Some of you guys may, I'm seeing that some of you guys are going to regret your slow pace movements. Once again, don't let that bother you. I do see where some of you guys, you're going to come across someone who's going to try to sell you a dream, and you're going to have to be able to tell the difference between a shyster and a genuine soul. Some of you guys feel unattractive, and it bothers you, especially if you were pretty or handsome within the past. Like, you always looked good, you groomed, you know, you kept your hair and your nails done, and you know, maybe you just feel like you really let yourself go, or your mate may be telling you, hey, you let yourself go, or you feel this way about your partner. I do see where some of you guys, the focus is on mother. But I feel like there's worry about mother. Your mom is dealing with someone. I feel like this is like issues with a younger grandchild. And I feel like there may be issues with this grandchild wanting money. Either they want money from you if you are a grandmother yourself, or your mother is dealing with her grandchild, your niece or nephew, who just wants money or doesn't want anything, or who's lying, who has like dark energy around them. This niece or nephew, they may have issues with the law, or it's like a black shadow. They come and go, they come and go, they aren't really stable. Speaking of black shadows, some of you guys may witness black shadows within your home. Unfortunately, I just feel like there's a lot of dark energy around you all, and many of you allow for these shadow people or this gloomy energy to come within your life because of your mood. If you have been feeling the need to like read a particular religious book, read it. If you have been thinking about, you know, protecting yourself, do it. I do see where you will have the energy to talk about, you know, how to protect yourself, how to, you know, what particular Bible verses of a particular Bible, you know, will help you get this, will help you praise, you know, your divine God. You guys will be able to do that. But I'm seeing how it's hard for you to get that out. Either there's a force stopping you from doing that, as in negative spirits, evil eye, or you're stopping yourself from letting the world or letting a particular person know, you know, about divine God and angels, or, you know, how to do this, how to do that within the spiritual or religious realm. But you're gonna have to try your best to get that out. I do see where some of you guys are thinking about going to church. But it's like you're traveling to find that church. You're traveling to find a religious family, or a witch sister, or, you know, a witch brother. Like, you're traveling to find this. Unfortunately, I do see where some of you guys, you know, you may be traveling to the wrong places and people. Be careful of who you trust. Honestly. I don't see the double card, but I just have the need to say this. I do see where some of my women or men, you're going into a particular religion, and you're dealing with a priest who is like, hey, I can teach you how to do this, but either you have to pay or you have to fuck me to learn. Be careful of people like that, honestly. If you deal with somebody like that, just kind of let it go. Let it go. I am seeing where many of you are stressed. You're letting your emotions get the best of you. You may be crying yourself to sleep. You may be staying up at night because you can't sleep. You may be sleeping during the day. You may be tired throughout the day, but it's like when you lay on your bed, you just stay up and you think. You can't sleep. Some of you guys need to cleanse your home. Like, wipe down your walls, wipe down, you know, your floors, your cabinets with alcohol or Florida water. And you need to burn lemon incense in every room, including the bathroom. I do see where some of you guys, if you have an attic, you may hear footsteps in your attic. If you do hear footsteps in your attic, these are children, a boy and a girl. I heard the name Susan and Clifford for one. Especially if the home is like, the roof is like this, and it's like a small little home. It may be 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. Their kitchen, dining room area. I'm picking up as white. It's a white home. A white home. It's like in the country. It's in the country. There's so many spirits wanting to come through. I also saw an older black gentleman. It looked like he died in either the 80s, like 70. He died in like 78. He was picking up cool cat. He was a cool cat. He always had on sunglasses. He was fairly large. He looked kind of like Cedric the Entertainer. That's what I felt. And he really liked bacon. I know that was random, y'all. But let me see, what else can I see? I'm also picking up that there may be some issues with the little babies. There may be issues with children. And you feeling very disappointed with your child. Or for some, if you have an Aquarius child, your child may be disappointed with you. Or they're seeing your tears. They're seeing that you're disappointed, and that really, really hurts them. There's so much I want to say, Lordy. So much I want to say. You guys, all I'm really going to tell you right here is to keep your head up. Keep your head up. And don't move too fast. Okay? But hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything. And I will be back for March.